Hello everybody, and welcome to a retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap, starring your hosts, Mr. Horgan and BJ Mason Television.
That would be me. Hello everyone, and long time no see, Mr. Horgan.
Yes, long time no see. And
all right. We got another good one coming your way, right, Mr. Horgan?
That is correct. This time, BJ Mason Television and I are recapping the episode that aired back on April 18th, 2000. As that famous song has once said, BJ Mason Television and I are back in the saddle again with the retro recap.
Where's my... back in the saddle? I gotta get my horse.
All right. Now, here were the pricing games that were played on this day in Price is Right history. Clock game, It's in the Bag, Dice game, Flip Flop, Most Expensive, and Switcheroo. Alright, the first contestant up on stage was Wesley, who is a senior at Taylor University. He bid $950 on a body-solid EXM 2000 home gym, modeled by the kinky Kathleen Bradley. Actual retail price, $1,099. He played Clock Game, and he had a chance to win a Pulaski Furniture Corporation hand-printed rose garden floor screen, modeled by the juicy Janice Pennington, and a pair of Berkline chaise rock loungers, modeled by the nice Nikki Ziering.
Or the nifty Nikki Ziering, that's what I like better.
Like nifty? Alright, I'll go with nifty. Alright, now Bob asked Wesley if he has watched The Price is Right all his life, and Wesley claimed that ever since he can remember. Now Bob asked Wesley if he ever saw the clock game or knows how to play it, and Wesley mentioned that he has never seen Clock Game.
What in the name?
That got some boos in the audience, I'll tell you that.
Come on, we've all seen the Clock Game. Even I have.
Of course. Now, of course, Bob did inform Wesley that he did have 30 seconds, as usual, to get the two prizes. And if he succeeded, he wins a $1,000 bonus. Now, I believe Wesley asked Bob, I have to get the price exactly right. Bob was in a little bit of disbelief there, and Bob was mentioning of all the people, he asked the audience how many of them knew how to play Clock Game, and there were a lot of cheers. BJ Mason Television is raising his hand. He knows how to play it. Bob claimed that of all the people they had to get to play Clock Game, they got him. But yeah, of course, Wesley had to get the price exactly right for the two prizes to get that $1,000 bonus. Alright, let's get down to the game. When the 30 seconds began, Wesley gave the following bids for the floor screen. $350, higher. $400, higher. $500, higher. $700, lower. $650, lower. $600, lower. $550, higher. $575, higher. $580, higher. $590, lower. $585, lower. $583, and he got it in 16 seconds. So he now had 14 seconds left to get the Rocker Loungers plus that $1,000 bonus.
Ooh.
All right, now when the clock began at 14 seconds, Wesley gave the following bids for the Rocker Loungers. $500, higher. $600, higher. $650, higher. $800, higher. $900, higher. 1,000, lower. 950, higher. 975, higher. 980, higher. 990, higher. 999, lower. 995, lower. 996, higher. 997, higher. 998, and he won both prizes and $1,000 in bonus cash. Wesley won himself a grand total of $2,581 in cash and prizes. For someone who really hasn't seen the clock game, Wesley actually did pretty well on this plane. All right, BJ Mason Television, as I enjoy talking to you, tell us now about pricing game number 2.
For a guy who's never played clock game, I'm surprised. Okie dokie. Genevieve was the second contestant, and she bid $701 on a Maytag gas range modeled by Janice and Nikki. The actual retail price of that Maytag gas range was $830. Genevieve was about to have a chance to win up to $16,000 playing It's in the Bag. Now this time, a fortune hunter queue played while these big doors open instead of the It's in the Bag queue. I don't know why. Anyway, Kathleen and Nikki were in charge of placing the grocery products here in this game. Let's get to those right now, shall we? First up, we had Maximum Strength Ambisol, used as directed. Big Newton Fine Nabisco, Frank's Red Hot Sauce, Caltrate 600 Plus D Economy Size, Calcium, used as directed. Preparation H Cooling Gel, used as directed. I'm saying that a lot here. And finally, Dolphin and Friends Bite-Sized Cheese Crackers. Alright, we're set here. For the 90-cent bag, Genevieve chose the hot sauce and was placed by Kathleen. For the $11.49 bag, Genevieve went with the calcium, placed by Nikki. For the $1.49 bag, going down 10 bucks here, Genevieve chose the crackers, which were placed by Nikki again. For the $3.19 bag, Genevieve chose the Big Newtons, placed by Kathleen. And for the $6.99 bag, Genevieve went with the Amazon Pay Reliever, placed by Kathleen yet again. That Preparation H was left out. I feel sorry for it. Really, I do. Alright, let's see how Genevieve's done. For $1,000, is the hot sauce 99 cents?
90 cents, rather.
No, not 90 cents. Sorry. The 99. I'm thinking about Wayne Gretzky there for a moment. Alright, for $1,000, is the hot sauce 90 cents? Yes, it was, and Genevieve has $1,000, and she decided to risk it for $2,000. You know what happens if she gets it wrong down the road. Now, was the calcium $11.49 for $2,000? Yes, it was. That's $2,000 for Genevieve. And she decided to go for $4,000. Oh boy. Were the crackers $1.49 for $4,000? Yes! Genevieve got $4,000. She could do a lot with that kind of money, Mr. Horgan.
Oh,
now, $8,000 is the next stop. And you know the risk here. Genevieve decided to go for it. There's a lot on the line. Now, Bob checked with Roger and Phil, you know who I'm talking about, and asked them how often $8,000 was won by the contestants in this game. And they said it happened quite a bit, quite often. Now, Bob followed that up by asking them again if it was recently that the contestants have won $8,000. And they said it wasn't recently. Boy, I'm telling you. They're due big time, huh, Mr. Horgan?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, were the Fig Newtons $3.19 for $8,000? Yes, they were. Genevieve has $8,000. All right. There's one more bag, and it's for $16,000 if the Ambisol is in there, or nothing if it's not in there, and it's the preparation H. Genevieve decided to take the $8,000. And you know what? I don't blame her one bit. But, could Genevieve have won $16,000 if it was the Ambisol? Mr. Horgan, there's too much on the line here. Why don't we just go on to pricing game number 3 and continue on with the show?
Well, I think for the viewers watching, they...
Okay, I'll tell them.
Go ahead.
But really, there's so much of them. Okay, I'll tell them. Now, in that $6.99 bag for $16,000, she has $8,000, remember that. Bob checked to find out if it was the Ambisol. And when Bob pressed the button, it was... Can't believe I'm saying this here on the tube. It was the Ambisol! Oh, no!
Ah, man!
Oh, boy! Genevieve could have won $16,000, but she played it safe and took the $8,000, and that's going to be a consolation win. Mr. Horgan, do your thing. All right, it's time to go on to the price of game that was played third. Time for it to be heard. Mr. Horgan, let's move on quickly, please. I want to forget about all this.
You got it. The next contestant up on stage was Pira, who is from SJSU. If I were to guess what that means, San Jose State University, maybe.
SJSU. Wow.
SJSU, yep. Okay, he bid $450 on a 38-piece classic comedy movie collection from the movie book. That was modeled by Nicky. Actual retail price, $492. Missed it by $42. Pretty good bid there. Okay, he played dice game for a Ford Ranger XL 4x2 truck that was modeled by Janice. Now, Kathleen and Nikki brought out the dice game table, and the first number in the price of the truck was 1. BJ Mason Television knew that. Now, for the second number, Pira rolled a 5. Was 5 the second number? No, it wasn't. Pira believed the actual number was lower. For the third number, he rolled a 5 again. Was 5 the third number? No, it wasn't. And once again, Pira went lower. For the fourth number, Pira rolled a 3. Was 3 the third number? Fourth number, rather. No again for the third time. And Pira this time said higher. Okay. And for the fifth and final number, Pira rolled a 2. Was 2 the fifth and final number? Yes! He got that one exactly right. So now let's see how he did on the other 3 numbers. Second number, was it lower than a 5? Yes, it was a 3. Third number, was that lower than a 5? Yes, it was a 4. And now it all came down to that fourth number. If it was higher than a 3, Pira wins the truck. In my mind, going higher than a 3 in dice game is pretty good odds. Because there are 3 numbers that are higher than a 3. Compared to 2 other numbers that are lower than a 3. Okay. So now it was time to see what the fourth number was. Did it turn out to be higher than a 3? No, it was 1! And Piro went down on the floor. That's disappointing. Actual retail price, $13,412. Oh well. Okay, BJ Mason Television. As this recap continues to soar, let's hear about pricing game number 4.
Alright, and just to clarify, you are right about the SJSU. It does stand for San Jose State University.
Lucky guess from me.
Alright, thank you very much. Alright, Susan, who went to Ohio State University, which is pronounced, or as I like to call it, OSU, she was the 4th contestant, and Susan bid $700 on 4 Huffy bicycles modeled by Kathleen. The actual retail price of the bicycles was $706. Wow, interesting bid. Very good bid. She only missed it by $6. Wow.
Impressive.
And guess what? Susan also got a supply of Flintstones Chewables vitamins as well, so good job for her on that. Now, Susan played flip-flop. That was their newest game back then, for a chance to win a Corsican queen-size brass bed, plus a Posture Regency 6,000 mattress from Loving Care, and it was modeled by Janice. The wrong price was $3,207, and Susan decided to flip and flop, making the price $2,370 instead of flipping to make it $2,307, and instead of flopping to make it $3,270. And when Bob pushed the button to reveal the actual retail price of that bed, it was $3,270. Top break for Susan. Oh no. Whew. All right, Mr. Horgan, let's keep the show alive with pricing game number 5. We gotta keep this thing moving.
Okay, I'm on it. Next up, we had Donna, spelled with one N. She bid $1,101 on a French Village dinette set that was modeled by Nikki. Oh, and she got a supply of Kellogg's Snack-alongs to go along with that dinette set. Wish I had that when I was a youngster. Actual retail price, $2,096. She played most expensive, and might I add, it was played in front of contestants' row. Why, you ask? Because the 3 prizes she were playing for were behind the big doors. Door number 1, a trip to Santa Fe, New Mexico for a 6-night stay including dinner for 2 at Hotel Loretto, modeled by Janice. A trip to Boston, Massachusetts aboard United Airlines for a 6-night stay at the Royal Sonesta Hotel Boston, modeled by Kathleen. And a trip to Seattle, Washington for a 6-night stay in a Superior King room at the Hilton Seattle, modeled by Nikki. And all 3 of these trips are round-trip codes from Los Angeles. Just think about it, BJ Mason Television. Donna could be going to Santa Fe, Boston, and Seattle.
All right.
Love it when most expensive is played for 3 trips. Good feeling. Now, Donna believed the most expensive trip was to Boston, Beantown, as it's nicknamed. Okay, let's see if she was right. Okay, first, Janice revealed the price of number 1, the trip to Santa Fe. It was $4,277. Ooh. Next, Nikki revealed the price of number 3, the trip to Seattle. That was $2,205. So if number 2, the trip to Boston, was more than $4,277. Donna is going on all 3 trips. And when Kathleen revealed the price of number 2, the trip to Boston, Massachusetts, it was...
Yes?
$5,552! Donna has won all 3 trips for a grand total of, get this, $12,034! Wow, what a haul! Okay, BJ Mason Television, we have come to the end of our pricing game picks, and you have pricing game number 6.
Yes, I do. And before I go any further, you mentioned French Village as the one-bid prize from the 5th game. Well, French Village is actually the name of a town near my hometown of Quispamstead, New Brunswick. I'm not joking.
Very interesting to know.
All right. Now, the last contestant was Jamie. That's spelled, I believe, Jaime?
Correct.
All right. She's a woman, by the way, who was the last of the first 4 contestants to get out of contestant's row, having been down there the entire show. Hey, that rhymes. Anyway, Jamie bid $1,051 on some artwork entitled A New Day Begins from Wentworth Gallery. It was modeled by Kathleen. The actual retail price of the artwork was $1,350. Good bid there. All right. Jamie played Switcheroo for a chance to win a Mercury Cougar modeled by Nikki. Oh, and did I mention that Jamie also came with her entire dorm?
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's very special. I just mentioned it now. Now, along with the car, Jamie can win these 4 prizes, which were modeled by Jazz, I believe?
They only showed the hand of the model.
Well, I'll assume it was Jazz. I'll just assume it was Jazz. If it was somebody else, just let me know, okay? All right. The first prize was a swing groover with a golf ball attached to it. Bob uses something like that sometimes, I'm sure. All right. Next, a chrome-lighted mirror with 3 times magnification. Then, a set of beautiful wine and cheese Lamage porcelain canapé plates. Is that how you say it? Canapé?
I have down here a canapé.
Canapé? That doesn't matter. Well, as long as you say it. Well, I just said it. All right. And finally, the 4th prize was a CD radio cassette recorder or a boombox, however you want to say it, with bass reflex speaker system and AM/FM stereo tuner, CD shuffle and repeat, and single start recorder. Now.
Okay, I hope this is the right cue here. Nope.
That's a race game.
There we go.
There we go. In Jamie's first 30 seconds, she placed the 5 as a missing digit for the price of the car, making its price $17,250. Jamie placed the 2 as the missing digit of the swing groover, making its price $25. Then Jamie placed the 8 as the missing number for the boombox, making that price $85. Jamie placed the 4 at first as the missing digit for the canapé plate, but she changed it by placing the 7, making its price $79. And Jamie placed the 4 as the missing digit for the mirror, that made its price $40. And when the time was up, the foghorn didn't sound. Don't ask me why. Jamie said something was wrong, and Bob asked her, "What's wrong?" Well, you know what? We're going to find out right now. Right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, we will.
All right. Here's the moment of truth. How many did Jamie have right?
I'll do a little drum roll if you don't mind.
Or you could have just played the suspenseful music. You can, you know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, let's try that again. How many did Jamie have right?
Take 2.
That's the name of our game. All right. Oh, boy. Jamie had... Oh, fine, right! She wins everything! The car, the spring roller, the mirror, the canopy plate, and the food box for... Well, they all totaled $17,479. Whoa! Whoa! How about that? All 5 right on the first try. You don't see that too often.
I am very impressed.
Very, very impressed. And during the commercial break, Bob talked to Roger, the producer and statistics man of The Price is Right. But of course, we all know that. Now, he believes it's been 5 or 6 years since anyone has done what Jamie has done. Get all 5 right and switch through on the first try. But Bob, on the other hand, thinks it last happened in October 1992. That's going back 8 years. He believes it was on the 12th, or maybe it was the 13th of October. Well, I'll tell you this much. According to TPIR summaries, switcheroo was not played on the 12th or 13th of October in 1992. I'll tell you why. I don't think there was a show on October 12th, 1992, and the small price game that was played on the 13th was Shell Game. Well, what difference does it make that Bob make up these historic moments and all? Whatever. Alright, what does matter is that Jamie won everything. Wow, over $17,000, almost $17,500 worth of loot. Alright, Mr. Horgan, why don't you tell us, the folks out there, about who the contestant is in and PR on stage and what they're going to get. Would you do that for us, please?
I would love to do that.
That's something we'll be doing from now on here on the Price is Right Price of Game Recap Retro Edition. Go right ahead, Mr. Horgan.
Alright, the contestants who did not appear up on stage received the following: a Passport Furniture cabinet, a gift from Invention Submission Corporation, and a gift certificate from 1-800-US-SEARCH. And there you have it on the consolation prize. Okay, so back on April 18th, 2000. Oh, actually, before I play the cue, let's run down what was won. Okay, we had clock game, most expensive and switcheroo as our 3 wins. We gave away, well, the 4 small prizes along with the car in switcheroo. And as far as cash, well, we gave away a total of $10,000 in cash. Wesley won $1,000 playing clock game. Genevieve won $8,000 in It's in the Bag, although she could have had $16,000. And for Jamie, she won herself $1,000 in the second Showcase Showdown. There you go. Now on to the showcase. The top winner was Jamie. The runner-up was Genevieve. Here's what showcase number 1 had. A Howard Miller Clock Company Mansfield Windsor Cherry Grandfather Clock, modeled by Janice. A Wicks Furniture 7-piece living room group that includes sofa, love seat, cocktail, and end tables, modeled by Kathleen. 60 square yards of Oman by Hibernia Woolen Mills Burberry carpet. Kathleen was standing on that. And a Youngchang Classic Tom Berger Signature Series console upright piano, modeled by Janice, and Kathleen joined in toward the end of the showcase. Jamie chose to pass that showcase to Genevieve. Genevieve bid $11,500. Now for showcase number 2, It was fun ways to keep cool. It included 100 bars of It ice cream a month for a year. Wow. Jag contemporary swimwear and a Raindell Beechcraft, I believe, an 18-foot ski boat. All of those prizes were modeled by Nikki. Jamie bid an even $20,000. Okay, now to the actual retail prices. Over to Genevieve first. Her bid was $11,500. Actual retail price, $16,284 for a difference of $4,784. And now over to Jamie, who bid $20,000 even on her showcase. And the actual retail price of Jamie's showcase was $17,530. She was over. But Jamie shouldn't have her head down in shame because she had a really great day for herself. But Genevieve is the showcase winner.
Give me the ball, Mikey. Take the pan. All right. Thank you.
Okay, in cash and prizes, Genevieve won a grand total of $25,154. Pardon the interruption of my mom and my dog. Promotional consideration for this retro edition of the Price is Right Price Game Recap is provided by the Adam Sandler movie, Little Nicky. Being evil ain't easy. Alright. The next time you will be seeing BJ Mason Television and I for a retro price game recap will be for April 20th, 1982. For you marijuana...
I guarantee you that.
For you marijuana smokers out there, that's 420. Had to throw that in. Okay. BJ Mason Television, it was great to have you join me once again, and I look forward to having you join me again next time.
We'll make it a date. You better believe it.
Well said. Until next time, for the retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap, this has been Mr. Horgan from Woodbridge, New Jersey, in the United States of America.
And this has been BJ Mason Television from Corsican, Brunswick in Canada. And you notice I'm growing a mustache for this month. I have been all month for November. And yeah, this has been really great. This mustache is going off the 1st of December. Just remember that, okay? Alright, that's going to do it for right now. Please get the pet spayed and neutered, alright? We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye!
So long, everybody.